Welcome to Chat with Pat. I'm your host, Patricia Peters. We'll dive into fascinating topics, share inspiring stories. We're going to share our thoughts and explore new ideas. Me and you. Get ready for 30 minutes of fun, learning, and connection. Who's ready to chat? And we are live. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. My name is Patricia Peters, and I'm the host on Chat with Pat. Today, look at my screen, guys. I have 10 wonderful ladies. They're all gorgeous. Look at them. Most of them are from Jamaica. We adopt 2 people today, and myself, 3 people. I'm from Guyana, Mel is from Belize, and Penda is from Africa.
Yes.
So before I start everything, you guys know me too well. So I'm not going to say anything about myself tonight. It's all about you guys tonight. So this is my welcome to all of you. Welcome to an unstoppable Jamaican hustle. You guys are all adopted, remember, right? Tonight, we celebrate passion, determination, and the fire that drives us forward. These incredible business partners, each thriving in their own full-time careers, have chosen a step into the digital world, building something greater, something limitless, something that speaks to their dreams. Their topics will ignite your mindset, fuel your ambition, and inspire success in ways you never imagined. From discipline to prosperity, motivation to mindset, they bring wisdom, experience, and the unstoppable energy that makes Jamaica proud. This is more than just a side hustle. It's a movement, a vision for financial freedom, legacy building, and bold entrepreneurship. So get ready, engage, and let's set the digital space on fire together. Jamaican excellence, limitless possibilities, success without boundaries. This is the future. So welcome to all of you. Thank you so much for gracing my presence on Chat with Pat. And because you're all here and I'm not going to do an introduction for you guys, I prepared a very special poem for all of you. And here we go. You got to listen for it, right? Your name is in it. The Life Ride, a symphony of strength. Through winding roads and shifting tide, 9 guiding lights on this life ride. Each with wisdom fierce and bright, forging future shining light. Miriam whispers through the air, decisions shape the path we bear. With psychology deep and keen, she makes the unseen clearly seen. He let Paul stands firm and wise. Invest with care, let wealth arise. Stability is her anchor, strong. In shifting markets, she belongs. Keon moves with measured grace. Time well spent wins every race. Productivity is her sacred art, where every second plays its part. Teresa lifts with veil of doubt. Your mindset shapes what life is about. With power stored inside the mind, she fuels dreams for all mankind. Melissa builds the bridges wide. Wealth grows strong when well applied. Through literacy, her truth is told that knowledge turns to minted gold. Christina whispers of tomorrow, all reshapes the joy and sorrows. The future bright yet undefined, she holds a torch for humankind. Tanisha feels the market sway, inflation shifts the cost we pay. She reads the signs, she knows the ways, guiding through the pricey maze. Shellyanne stands a rock so bold, in cries wisdom must unfold. Through storms and finance, rough and wide, she keeps the ship in steady stride. Penda speaks of paths untold, jobs may trap yet dreams unfold. Entrepreneurial hearts must dare, for freedom waits to meet them there. 9 voices strong, 9 visions bright, together forging future right. On Chat with Pat, the world will see this life ride shaped by mastery. You guys like that?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Very nice.
Good. So
It's
without
wonderful.
any further ado, I will let you guys introduce yourself briefly, real quick. So we're going from, who want to go first?
I
Raise your
will.
hand. Okay, go ahead.
Hi everyone, welcome to our live Jamaica we there with the right back down a yard today. But my name is Keon Williams. I am a proud digital business owner. I'm a mother of three. I am a chef by profession. Thank you.
Awesome. Next.
Watagwan, we're there. Yeah, we are here to represent our country, and not only our country, but anyone who feel like they want to be a part of us. I'm Tanisha, and I'm a mom of four amazing children and a proud digital business owner.
Awesome. Next.
Hey
I'll go next.
everybody. Okay.
All right, let me go. Wagwan, people. This is Christina from Jamaica, living here in the US. I'm a teacher by profession, but I also an online entrepreneur. Listening, you're in for some very interesting information this evening.
Yes. Next.
Oh, hi. My name is Carisha. I am, no, rewind. Wagwan people. My name is Carisha, right? My name is Carisha. I'm a teacher by trade, profession. I'm a mom of one, a wife, and I'm also a proud business owner.
Beautiful. Next.
Hi everyone. Whether you are watching me in the morning, afternoon, or evening, thank you so much, Patricia, for inviting me to this interview. My name is Brenda. I am an online business owner from the United States, Ohio, and a full-time postal worker, and I'm so happy to be here.
Wonderful. Beautiful. Give a clap for her, guys. Give a clap for her. This is their first time on a live. Yes.
Congratulations.
All right. Next.
Okay. Hello, everybody. My name is Melissa. I am a proud Belizean mother of two, a part time caregiver, business owner, and mentor. Thank you for joining our live today.
Awesome. Next.
Wagwan Bakayade. Okay, so I'm Elite. I'm a teacher, I'm a mom, and I'm a proud digital business owner. And definitely, I'm from Jamrock.
Welcome to the.
Yes.
All right. Who's next?
All right. Tune in. Ayay there. I'm Miriam. I'm a grandma, a mom, nurse, registered nurse over 20 years, and now a digital business owner.
Beautiful. Anyone left?
And
Shelly Ann.
Shelly Ann, she needs to be, she
She
needs to
came
be
off.
next inside.
Shelly
She
Ann?
got she got
Hearing
kicked
me?
off.
Yes. Go ahead.
Yeah, you saved the best for last.
Always. Always.
Wagwan, my peeps, Wagwan, everybody. This is Shelly Ann Johnson, a Christian mom of two and a proud digital business owner. I'm living here in the US, Massachusetts. We can't call it right, but you know what I'm talking about. This is us, all Jamaicans. Have a good one.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Guys, if you're watching, wherever you're watching, most of us here are teachers, right? And most of us here are Jamaicans. There are only three outsiders right now, but we were adopted into the group today. So I am Guyanese, Penda is from Africa, and Mel is from Belize. So together, we're all Jamaicans today. 10 women came from different countries, one powerful partnership, global trailblazers, the women shaping our future, united by vision, driven by success. Meet my partners, the power of 10. Women changing the game from every corner of the world. Together we lead. Guys, give a big shout out. Woo! Awesome. Awesome. Very nice. I am so honored to have all of you today. You don't know how happy I am. And thanks to Miriam for choosing thanks for her to she said she's interested in a group that I planned, but it was all It was all people who I've never interviewed before. And Miriam was
Yeah.
invited, and she wanted to come again, right? Because apparently she loves chat with Pat. And I felt so bad that I said I couldn't rest. There was like an uneasy feeling. I felt terribly. And I said, I messaged her, how about we do a Jamaican night? And she was all in. She helped me gather these ladies together, and here we are finally. So thank you all for being here today from your busy life and busy schedule. Some of you are still working. Tanisha, thank you so much. I always wanted to meet with you. Today is my day. So
Mm.
I will let my first teacher go today. She's Jamaican, big time, guys, and she's awesome. She's a teacher here in the US as well. And her topic today is the future of work. She's going to talk about why AI is doing what it's doing and how are we um, relating to that. So, Christina, take it away.
All right. All right. So, as Pat would have mentioned, we are in the age of automation. We're in the age of AI. And, coming when I just heard about all this AI and all of this thing, it got you a little nervous. And, persons had it to say, but all of this automation and everything coming out to take over our jobs and all of that, right? And it kind of got us a little bit scared. But, let us ask this question, what if I told you that the job that your child will have in 10 years doesn't even exist today? Hmm? It's
Mm,
crazy, right?
yep.
And we're
Scary,
not just
scary.
walking into the future, but we're sprinting. And Jamaicans, we know about the sprinting, right? We're sprinting into it. And the world of work, it's not just changing right now, it's transforming right in front of our very eyes, right? And so I'm going to touch on just about 5 points, of how AI and automation is really reshaping career paths, right? So let's look at remote work. And remote work gives us freedom, the ability to work from home, right? It's not laziness. Some people might look at it and view it as being lazy. It's not, right? Remote work isn't a trend, it's the new standard, right? The 9 to 5 office is no longer just the place of work where you just go in, right? Parents can now stay at home with their babies and they're still earning, right? Immigrants, caretakers, people in small towns, everybody now have global access, right? This is not just about convenience, it's about liberation. The power to work from pretty much anywhere, is becoming the new currency of
Mm-hmm.
freedom, right?
Yep.
That is what we're looking at. And then now it brings me to really my second point, which is what I started off with, that when we first heard about this automation and this AI, is like we thought that these were our enemies, right? They came to take over, they came to take over the world, right? Um, but it's not really so much so. Yes, replacing jobs, replacing people, right? So we have the automation and the AI in some cases where it's replacing the tasks and it's freeing us up to do what I would want to say higher level thinking, right? The
Mm-hmm.
things that the AI and the automation aren't allowed or are is not able to do, right? So this
Right.
is our sign now to not panic, but to pivot, utilize those soft skills, those creativity, that leadership, the emotional intelligence, right? Because these are skills that are on the rise in terms of value, right? We can
Right.
allow the machines to really, handle the boring stuff and you handle what is really meaningful, right? The things that it's not able to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
And now with automation, we realize that there is a rise of what we would call self-made professional, right? The self-made
Mm-hmm.
professional now, right? So with platforms, for example, LinkedIn and Facebook and all the other social media platforms, you find that many persons are able to brand themselves, right? Using these platforms, they're able to build their own economy and monetize their knowledge without any degrees. because a lot of persons know are what we call content creators, right? And they're
Right.
monetizing this across social media platforms, right? TikTok is very famous for that, right? As well as Facebook and all the other platforms that they come on and they do their videos and all of that, and they are able to make money from it, right? We're not saying that degrees don't matter, but digital skills, personal branding, and purpose driven work, that's what turning ordinary people into global entrepreneurs right now in the
Beautiful.
online space. We don't need any permission anymore. We just need purpose to thrive in this. Um,
Absolutely.
yeah. So another thing is lifelong learning. That's the new job security, right? Because gone are the days of learning when you learn one thing and then you're working a job forever, right?
Yeah.
Now we're in the age of constant reinvention. There are so many courses and certificates and communities, and guess what? Everything is just one click away.
Beautiful.
You don't have to go into any school, any college, any building. Everything is just a touch away from you, right? So the future now belongs to those persons who are flexible, who are coachable, and those who are curious, right? And so we have to, with the changing of how everything is happening, we have to stay learning. We have to stay ready because everything evolves in terms of the digital, the automation, the AI, everything is evolving, right, on a day to day basis. And so it cannot be that you learn something from, in Jamaica, would I say, from Wapikil Philo, right? And that is it. You don't go any further, right? You have to keep learning. You have to um, keep up with what is happening, right? And then no, when we talk about the heart and why it matters, because this is not just about robots and resumes. This is about mothers who want more time with their kids,
Welcomes. Yep.
right? So when we're talking about a system like ours that provides you with the flexibility to be able to stay home with your family or stay home with your kids and raise them, to be present for those moments, right? Those milestones that kids go through, right? We're not just talking about robots anymore. We're talking about the ability to be present there for your family. You know, you're talking about teachers who deserve more income. That yes, they're passionate about their jobs. Yes, they really love teaching, but it's not bringing in the income that they need, right? And so they have to pivot. You know, they have to move to something else, right? And then we're talking about those immigrants now, which is not new to any of us on here, right? Who are just
Yes.
tired of starting over,
Right.
right? Yeah, we come here and we start all over again and everything. We want something that we can take with us anywhere in the world that we go, right? It is available to us. And that is what this entire opportunity does for every single one of us in here, right? So the future is not about tech, it's about people. It's about creating a life that we don't need a vacation from, right? And I'm just gonna close quickly, Pat, so we can, move into some of the other points that these lovely ladies have. But I want to say that don't be scared of the automation. Don't be scared of AI. These things are tools that are here to make our lives easier. It is giving us the opportunity to work smarter and not harder, right? The future of work is already here, right? And it doesn't belong to the smartest. It doesn't belong to the person who is a professional, right? It belongs to the most adaptable person. So let
Yeah.
us lean in. Let us learn fast. Let us lead boldly because guess what? The world is waiting on us.
Absolutely. Guys, that was brilliant. I want you guys to give a big clap for her. Awesome, awesome, awesome. When I choose these topics, I choose them according to your personality, and I know Christina will nail this one. Christina, you did an awesome job. You know, I might be looking at a kid in Michigan right now, a 17-year-old who is making millions because of AI. And the CEOs who have been there 30, 40, 50 years are not even close next to that, right? So it doesn't matter
Mm,
who you are in this day and age, you are going to make it if you put your mind to it, right? And do you guys have any questions for her?
no, but I have just something to add. Yeah.
Okay.
This business is amazing, amazing and incredible. So because you can bring it anywhere, whether you're at home or on a vacation or even you're sick, you don't have to sign paperwork. You can take any day of the week and how many hours you went to work. Nobody
Hmm.
will ask you nothing because you are your own boss. You can
Right.
work
That's true.
any way you like and it will give you any opportunity. If you
Yep.
went over stick with safe. If you want freedom, build it. And I advise you to build this digital business.
Beautiful. Nice. Very good. So after every conversation, I always ask people if they want to add something to that, right? But then I have two questions too. And I have the answers as well. So my question is, how is AI changing the job market? And my answer is, AI is automating. Christina said it all. AI is automating routine tasks, which can eliminate some jobs, but also create opportunities in tech, data, and creativity focused roles. Adaptability is the key. So we need to adapt. She said it all, guys. The next question is, what will remote work become? Will remote work become the norm or exception? The answer is many industries are embracing hybrid models while not universal. Flexibility is increasingly valued by both employers and employees. So AI is not here to steal our jobs, but it is here to create more opportunities for us, more business opportunities, and we can leverage that time to spend quality time with our loved ones. Christina, you nailed it. Awesome job. Proud of you, kiddo. Next person is financial literacy and wealth building. Go, Mel.
Okay, so before I start with the financial literacy and wealth building, I want to start with this. So I have a job, my regular 9 to 5 job. That 9 to 5 job, I collect $4,000 a month. Now, when I look at my income versus my
Mm-hmm.
expense summed up to $3,000.
Mm-hmm.
So that left me with $1,000. Now, what I will do with that $1,000, I am going to get my hair done. I will get my nails done. And
Uh-huh.
I am going to buy some new clothes and I will party and I will have some fun and I'm going to save just enough money to get me to my next payday.
Mm-hmm.
Now, next week come on my way to work driving, my car break down. I don't have any money to fix that car because I don't have any savings. But there is a payday loan institution right across the street. So I went over there and I borrowed a payday loan.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when I get my pay next month, I have my same set $3,000 expense with my same $4,000 salary. But now I owe that payday loan place. So I have debt. What would I do if my job called me and said, I am no longer needed? How long do you think I would survive? I will not. And that is where financial literacy comes because if you don't know about financial literacy, you are going to stuck in that same situation. So financial literacy is simply understanding how your money works. How your money works, it could either be by earning, saving, budgeting, investing, or managing your debts, right? So now you learn about financial savings, financial literacy. So now you are going to do some budgeting. Budgeting is simply making a plan as to how you are going to spend your money.
Mm-hmm.
So you plan how you're going to spend your money, how you will pay your bills, you plan your savings, you plan your investments, and you make plans. Which means that with that plan now, you are not going to go overboard and having additional expense that is unnecessary. And how budgeting helps you to build stability is because now that you have a budget, you are now paying your bills on time, you have a savings, and you have an emergency savings, and you are no longer in debt because now you have a savings, right? So that brings you mind free of financial stress. You are peaceful in your mind and you have everything under control, right?
Yeah.
Now, you have everything under control. So, how it builds growth for you? Growth for you now is that you have your money that you have saved to invest. And now you see this nice online business showing up on your screen every time, and you said, let me check on this. I will do my research into this online business and I'm going to use some of my saving to invest in this online business. So after you done your research, you invest in this online business, and down the line, this online business start bringing in income for you. Now, are you going to stop working? Nope. You are not going to stop working because that business is now one of your investments. So your business will grow. You will continue working. So now you have two sources of income, not only one, you have two. You're not going to change your lifestyle, which means you're not going to upgrade your car. You're not going to change your house. You're not going to change the way you live. You will stay there. And you are going to watch your business grow and you're going to keep your job. As your business grow, you are going to invest in more assets. Let's say you will invest in a house. No, you're not going to live in the house. You are going to rent that house. So you will have three sources of income because you have your employment, you have your online business, and you have your house for rent. But you have goals. You have your goals that you want to reach. You want to own your home, you want to buy a nice car. And you have this money coming in now, and that is you growing because you are no longer living a paycheck to paycheck life. You have three sources of income. You have a business, you have your income coming from your home that you have for rent, and now you are financially stable.
Perfect.
What next? So next, you are going to buy your house because that's your plan. You are financially stable. You have no more stress about finance. So you are going to invest in your home now. And then after time pass, you're going to buy that car that you always wanted to buy. Please, you don't buy your car first. Buy the house first. Uh-huh. And then so more time pass, your business is blooming, your renters are paying their rent on time, and now you want to live this life that you have always wanted to live, because none of us want to live a paycheck to paycheck life, and none of us want to work for the rest of our life. So at this point, you have everything going for you. The business is blooming, the people are paying their rent, and it's happening. You have the opportunity to quit your job and run your online business as your main source of income. And that opportunity right there will give you the freedom of time that you have always wanted from the first day you started to work. Now you have the opportunity to have time for your family, time for yourself, and while you are still earning. So having financial literacy creates stability in your life because you are no longer living a paycheck to paycheck life. And it creates growth in your life because you move from a paycheck to paycheck life to a life now that you are no longer worried about finance. So that is what I have for you guys about financial literacy. So you can go along, and there are skills, like I said, the earning, savings, budgeting, investing. You can take on one of those for every week you invest. I mean, every week you search a new one, and then you grow from there. Don't just stay in your paycheck to paycheck life. Don't build unnecessary debts on yourself. Find out how to invest, find out how to grow.
Very good, Mel. You let my jaw is dropping, guys. I know you guys are smart, but I didn't know you guys are this smart. Oh my goodness. This is amazing. Where have you guys been all this time? Come on, guys. She's the adopted child in Jamaica, right? Beautiful, beautifully said. For those who are watching out there, if you have your money, invest it. How do you think the rich get richer? They work smarter. They don't work harder because they invest the money that they have to make more money, and then they enjoy it, right? So she nailed that topic beautifully. Awesome job, Mel. So I have anybody have any suggestions, any input? If no, I have two questions. Why is budgeting essential for financial success? That's a question. The answer is it helps track spending, reduce debt, and create a roadmap towards saving and investment goals. She nailed it, guys. The next question is what's the difference between assets and liabilities? Big difference. Assets put money in your pocket, like investments. Liabilities take money out of your pockets, like loans and credit cards and cars and all these things, right? So there's a big difference between assets and liabilities. So those who are watching out there, where are you banking your money on? Assets or liabilities? Big question. Very nice job, Mel. Thank you so much. Guys, give a round of applause. Good job. Good job. The psychology of decision making. Oh, hold on. Tanisha says she wants to go third. Tanisha, your topic, honey. What's your topic?
Okay,
Investment.
my topic is the impact of the impact of inflation, how raising costs
Yes.
affect everyday life, and long-term financial planning. Yes, so
Take
that's
it
the
away, girl.
topic for me tonight. And guess what? This topic is something that everyone can say amen to. Because as
Amen.
long as
Yes.
you're in the among the living, you are experiencing it in full force. Say amen. We're not in church, but we're all believers, I hope. And that's gonna let
Amen.
me start with Proverbs. Proverbs 12, verse 24 said,
Mm-hmm.
no, let's start with this one. Proverbs 11, verse 26. The people curse him who hold back a grain, but a blessing is on the head of him who sell it. See why we have to be coming on here every time and encouraging person to move in the online space. It would be selfish on us and we would be
That's
held
true.
accountable if we keep
Mm-hmm.
it to ourselves because we find good grain and we're supposed to sell it, share it. You understand?
Yeah.
So that's what we are here tonight to do. And I must say I'm very happy to be here and to talk on such a topic that's affecting us right, left, and center. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
inflation. Oh my God, it's like a hole is put in our pocket. You know? Every time, if we were sending person to the store, we would think they're shortchanging us. As we say in
Mm-hmm.
Jamaica term, them a rob we.
Yes.
Yes. Sometimes you have to be standing at the cashier like you're crazy. I'm a maths teacher and I have to be mathsing you out. And I said, really? These are the same thing I bought last week for the same money. And by this week, the same money can't buy not even half of what you get last week. It's like, I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying, it's like it's getting crazy. It's getting out of hand. But guess
Mm-hmm.
what? Even if we talk and we block road and we create excitement, it's not going to change. So you have to change the way how you do things so you can get different results from it.
Yeah.
So that's why we're saying for those who think that they can remain doing things the same way before COVID and expect to become rich, you're tricking yourself. You are deceiving your own self. Life has taken a paradigm shift. And if you want to move along with it, that's how it's going to be. So it makes sense for you to educate yourself and make yourself into that place where you too can achieve and you too can be among the midst. You two can be who you want to be and still achieve. So my first point I'll be talking about is like shopping. Like whenever you go to the store, like you can't go on Ace anymore. You have to be matching price. You know, you have to be ensuring. It's like, and guess what? The things are getting less too. So it's not like the price only increase, but I'm wondering they're taking out little bit out of the bag. You're not even getting your weights anymore. It's
That's
true.
true.
You have to be
Yeah.
taking the ticket back and count and say 1, 2, 3. You start have to count food. You know, when we're back home, we give away food. We come into this country, start counting food. So
Yeah.
it's since we find this opportunity now, we realize that, oh my God, we don't have to be living. A lot of us are in this country and we're living way worse than when we were back home. Because I used to raise chicken on the side. Used to give a chicken liver and chicken foot and all those things. And now when you go to buy it, it's like you're wondering what's happening. That's our
Yeah.
new reality. You know? So that's the first point. We are not getting the quality of things that we used to get before, for the same price is getting way less. And there's nothing we can do about it. We have to just look how we can work smarter. As I heard the previous speaker was saying that you have to have a backup plan. One's job not cutting it, you know, it's not cutting it anymore. You have to learn to find a way around it so that you can be happy. Because nothing is wrong with life. It's what you choose to do with life. So you can determine if you're gonna be one of those who always complaining, being in debt, taking from Peter pay Paul, as my late Mahmoud said, or you're gonna learn to let life work in your favor by utilizing an opportunity that is presented to you, which is the online business that we are here trying to introduce you to. We have tested and we prove it, and we are telling you that you're safe to do it. So my point from that is inflation has quietly reduced the value of our money.
True.
So the
Very true.
same pay we get, I don't know about anyone else, but since some years, one time I ever get an increase of pay, you know, and it was by $1. And the amount of things gone up from that the past 3 years is like I don't know how it should still be doing everything outside of me finding this business. I don't know what would happen to my life. You understand? The second one is like the invisible thief, similar thing. So it said inflation. Person may wondering what's inflation. I think I should define that. The gradual increase in prices over a time, and over a time, and like 1 year we are talking by the week. Every week things raise. Everything a joke. Start check your bill, your receipt when you go to the supermarket. Every week things keep going up.
You good?
And it decrease, it decrease
Oh, her internet. Ooh. Tanisha, your internet is something is wrong with your
their
internet.
per
Okay, go ahead. All right, we can't hear Tanisha, guys. But you got the message, right?
Yes.
You got the message. So the
Yes.
question is,
Absolutely.
oh, Tanisha, you're back. So we didn't hear the last part. We couldn't
I
hear you.
I
She's
think she's
frozen.
frozen.
She's frozen. All right.
Are you
So
hearing me
how?
now?
Oh,
Yes,
uh,
yes,
Are
we
you
can hear
hearing
you
me
now.
now?
Yes, we can hear you. We
Yes.
didn't hear the last part. We didn't hear the last part. Can you go over the
Yeah,
last
I
part?
was just about to change over to my phone.
Oh,
Yeah,
we can hear you
I
now.
think the internet.
Yes, yes. So until she fixed herself, how does inflation affect everyday expenses? It reduces purchasing power, meaning your money buys less, impacting food, gas, housing, and more. That was the answer. The next question is, what are ways to protect your finances during inflation? Diversify income, invest in inflation resistance assets like real estate or stocks, and manage debt wisely. So when you think you have $100,000 in the bank, it's going down, guys. Your money will have no value, right? So you have to, whatever money you have, invest it to make more money. So for those of you who are holding on to your money that you have in the bank, it's not going to worth anything very soon. So if you invest it, you can make more money. Yes, if you invest it, you can make more money off of it. All right. So Tanisha, you want? Can you come on now? No. All right, we'll get back to her, guys. Let's see who is next. Navigating financial crisis.
That's me.
All right, take it
Hi,
away.
everyone. Hi, everyone. Wagwan, wagwan. A long time I want to use that wagwan. So my topic is navigating financial crisis and the strategies that we use to stay afloat when these times get tough. As Tarisha was saying, inflation is real. Guys, it is real. And we all feel it. All right. So what do you do when the bills keep piling up and the income isn't enough and you lie awake struggling and tossing and turning, wondering how is it going to make it possible? How are you going to make it possible? I heard Melissa talk about the same thing and I had to smile. All right. So first thing first, we have to acknowledge the reality. Inflation is real. All right. Be honest. Be honest with yourself. Financial struggles are overwhelming. They touch everything. It touches your mind. It touches your health. It touches your relationships and your faith as well. Your faith might be strong like a mountain, but it touches it in some way, shape, or form. But admitting to is not weakness, guys. It's not. It's the first step to regaining control. And the truth is, many of us weren't taught how to plan, especially we in Jamaica. We just live for live's sake, right? And we have to plan for the rainy day. We have to. And remember that today is not the end. It's just a part of it. The second part is mindset is everything. Before strategies become there comes perspective. This is not gonna happen forever. It's just a kick in the bucket. It's just a water in the ocean. It's just a drop in the bucket, as we would say. So I want you guys to say it out loud. This is not forever. Say it with me. This is not forever. This is not forever. We have to change our mindset, guys. We have to. We have to shift things from being panicky, because once we panic, guess what? The whole ship is gonna turn over, it's gonna capsize, and we can't do that. All of us here are moms, and we have to be strong for our children. We have to be strong for our husbands, our spouses, whatever it is. We have to be strong. All right. So remember, we have to take control of today, and we can't do it alone. We have to rely on God to do it, because as I tell everyone, my 120 pounds cannot take it. I tell my children that every day. I cannot and I will not. Where we have to we have to give ourselves grace. Grace. Don't be guilty. Don't put the blame game on yourself. No, it's not gonna work. You have to remain strong. All right. And what hidden skills do you have? You have to come up with creative ways to gain an income. My previous presenters talk about that. And that's why we are here. We found this online business because we needed a way out of this financial struggle. And we hit the gold mine, guys. I'm telling you. All of us can say it. This is it for us. All right. And don't forget that it's not in our own strength, it's God. God is the one who is doing it. He did
Yeah.
not bring us this far to leave us.
Yeah.
I just can't give up now. Remember, I come too far from where I started from. Remember, nobody told me the road would be easy, and I don't believe he brought me this far to leave me. Remember, guys, it's not church, but I just felt like busting out.
I can feel it. I can
And
feel
then
it.
um practical survival tips. Here are some actionable strategies that we can use. Know your numbers. Melissa spoke about it. Know your numbers. Make a clear list. Income, expenses, non-negotiables, whatever you chart is as. Know your numbers and don't guess, be honest. Because if you lie, it's gonna show up some way, form, or the other. All right? Negotiate everything, whether it's from your phone bill to your insurance to your rent. Don't be afraid to ask for lower rates or payment plans. Don't be afraid. We need
Yeah.
help. We need help. And you'd be surprised how many people out there will work with you. But we have to be honest. Okay, guys? Cut smart, not hard. You have to make those decisions. Where do we cut? Where can we swap out from one to the next? How can we cancel what is not necessary? We have to do that. And that's what we do here. We have to make that hard decision. We have to swap out, cut the unnecessary bills that we don't need. I was so surprised the other day. I was watching an ad, and it shows that we sometimes are paying for one app more than once. Turbo, I think it was Turbo, whatever it is. But we're paying, for example, Netflix. It's hidden somewhere that we're paying for it twice, thrice, whatever it is. So we have to take a check of what we have, guys, and monetize what you know. Are you a tutor? Are you a babysitter? Are you a baker? Monetize it. That's where our business will blossom. In this business, we can show what we love. I was introducing my business to someone today, and I said, listen, you if you're a baker, show up, just show up and show what you do, and you'll be surprised how many persons will be attracted to you because they have the like mind. This is what our business is all about, showing up and showing that we're real people. The final step, the final tip is start something on the side. And guys, this is it. We all, these beautiful, lovely ladies, we all have started something on the side. Um, Even just for a few hours a week in a purpose-driven online business. Oh, this purpose-driven online business has opened this door for all of us here and many more. So follow these steps, guys. We are not here for a joke. I keep saying that. We are real people with real struggles. We feel the bite as much as you. And this is why we have chosen this avenue to get us out of this rut. Thank you all. Thank you all for listening. And final, you are not a failure because you are struggling. You are a warrior because you're still fighting. Remember that. You are not a failure because you are struggling, but you are a warrior because you are still fighting. Wolan, Wolan, Wolan.
I love it, love it, love it, Shelly. And you were God on fire. I thought I was in a Holy Ghost baptism church here just now. Oh my goodness. Wow. She can sing too, guys. Hallelujah. Oh my goodness.
Praise
Guys,
God,
how do you
praise
feel? How do
God.
you feel about that? How do you feel about that, guys? Tanisha?
Great. Awesome.
So let me go to the question and we go back to Tanisha, right? Um, what should someone do first in a financial emergency? The answer is prioritize essential needs. She said it all. Halt non urgent spending and seek support or additional income sources. She laid it all on the table just now. Next question. How can people build a financial safety net? Set up an emergency fund, reduce high interest debt, and explore side income streams. She laid it all on the table. She even sing it all to you. So for those of you who are watching, take heed, pay attention. These women are not just moms. They are incredible human beings. They're full of knowledge and power, and they're bursting it out on stage here today. So here we go. Tanisha, continue your last part. Tanisha
Yeah, most of my points would have overlapped.
was
Are you hearing me? Are it still
yes.
acting up?
No, you're good.
Okay. I was saying most of my points would already overlap with like some of the previous speaker.
Oh, okay,
So
okay, okay.
just yeah. So just a little wind up here. Just a little thing here. Don't let inflation keep you away from where you are going. You understand? Just figure
Yes,
out a
yes.
way around it, and we are telling you the way. We are giving
Perfect.
you a way. So you don't have to leave here after listening to us tonight and wondering, what can I do to get out of what I'm in? We are telling you, we are in this business, we test and we prove. And we are telling you that that's what take us out and allow us not, when, like, example, in the winter, when my eat bill leave from $58 to $497, I wasn't um mad with myself. Instead, I was still sprinkling gratitude over my bills because I couldn't stay in the cold. You understand? But my primary care job, there was no increase. So just imagine, and that's just a portion. I mean, like the electricity bill was also up, and my pay was the only thing that remained the same. So there is a must that if you don't find another way around things, you're gonna be left on the wrong side, and then you're gonna blame where you're at. Nothing is wrong with the world. It's just you have to figure out a way to let it work for you. And this is it, guys. This is it.
Beautiful, beautiful. Tanisha, your input was awesome. Your message was brilliant, and we got the message. It was awesome. Be inflation that we should talk about, right? Be I put it in this terminology. Be like water. Let that inflation problem be like water. Have you ever noticed water? It'll make its way no matter if there's a mountain, if there are rocks, or there are grass or trees or whatever, the water will make its way down the stream, right? Because that's what water does. And if you as a human being want to get by in life, no matter what situation, you will maneuver, you will make a way, you will find a side hustle, you'll do something to make your life better. So be like water. No, nothing can stop you, nothing can block you. It's all on you to be successful, right? Very good, very good. So Penda, you
Yeah,
want to take over?
yes.
Very good.
Okay. My topic is heartwarming and educational message.
Okay. So she has entrepreneurial versus traditional jobs, right?
Yes.
Very good.
So imagine this. You're down to the last 5 minutes of the biggest test of your life. Not a school exam, life test. You have struggled, you have stumbled, maybe you have even sat frozen in self-doubt while the clock ticked. But now you have got 5 minutes left. What do you do? Most would panic. Some might give up. But the rare few, they learn it. They dig deep. They remember who they are. This story is about Penda, a high school student who had failed her math class twice.
Mm,
Everyone told her she wasn't a number person. Even her inner voice whisper maybe they're right. But one day, her teacher said something that changed everything. You are not bad at math. You are just not done learning it yet. That night, she stopped asking, why I can't do this? And start asking, what can I do today that my future self will thank for me? She gave herself 1 hour of study every single day. No error music, no instant result, just quiet, focus, consistency. Fast forward 6 months, Penda passed the final exam with one of the top score in her class. But the grade wasn't the real victory. The real win she provided to herself, that girl beat talent when talent give up. That identity isn't fixed, it's built. Here, the heart of it, a moment of courage can rewrite the story. A small habit can create massive change. The last 5 minutes might matter more than the first 5 hours. So wherever you are right now, in a classroom, a job you hate, a goal that feels too far away, don't walk away just yet. You may be 5 minutes from your breakthrough. And when it comes, it won't just change your result. It will change your belief in what possible. You don't need to be perfect. No arrow music, no instant result, just quiet, focus, consistency. Fast forward 6 months, Penda passed the final exam with one of the top score in her class. But the grade wasn't the real victory. The real win she provided to herself, that great beat talent when talent gave up. That identity isn't fixed, it's built. A moment of courage can write a story, a small habit can create massive change. The last 5 minutes might matter more than the first 5 hours. So wherever you are right now, a classroom, a job, had a goal that feel too far away, don't walk away just yet. You may be 5 minutes from the breakthrough. And when it comes, it won't just change your result. It will change your belief in what possible. You don't need to be perfect. So yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful. You know what? Every story, every woman who has spoken here, I'm glued onto your conversation. I want to hear more. I didn't get distracted one bit. Every word you guys speak, every sentence, every story, every illustration, it's so heartwarming. It resonates, right? And guys who are watching out there, these women are not just moms and employees. They're not just digital business owners. They're amazing human beings. And listening to them today, it made me, it opened my eyes to so many different levels. That there are people out there, you might look at them, but you don't know who they are. Deep down, they are excellent, wonderful, amazing human beings. So whenever you see women, show respect, guys. Show respect. There's so much respect for this platform right now because there is a bunch of amazing, beautiful, intelligent women right here. Wow. Beautiful. Beautiful, guys. So, the troublemaker, Miriam, you're next.
Okay. How the psychology of decision making, how fear, procrastination, and uncertainty holds us back. So, one thing all of us has in common here in this group and the over 250,000 members in our platform is taking a leap into the unknown, starting a business. We all, I could say, maybe speak for all of us, we all went back and forth, weighing the possibilities, doubting ourselves, checking it out when we were approached about this business opportunity, right? And we know what fear is and procrastination and uncertainty. We know that those manipulate us to stay stuck, right? So just to break it down, fear of failure. So that's one of the biggest thing, because when we speak to people about our business, they often ask us questions just the same way we had doubts, or we wanted to know what is it we're getting into, because we were not trained, we were not in school or in life. Go back to school, we were not trained, we were not taught about mindset, and how we were just taught how to study for your career, and then you go to work and you make your money and you're safe. That's what we know. We know nothing about most of us online businesses and taking advantage of it and going in a different direction. So we all have this fear of failure, the hesitancy and everything. So fear is like a dream killer. I just looked up something and it says a dream killer. So it's neuroscientists say that's in it's in us. That's just a natural way for us to protect ourselves, and even flight or fight. That's an evidence of that. So our brains keep us safe, and so it doesn't want us to take risk, right? So when we're maybe getting into danger, like I said, or running from danger, it stops us from making, that move to get us to be safe. But what about, we don't know anything about getting into an online business, right? We have no idea about that. But what we know is that the very successful people, the entrepreneurs in front of us, before us, at least, and everybody like that, they they passed fear. They just went and said, okay, I'm just going to do it, you know. But so they succeed because they, despite of the fear, they just went ahead and just gave it some faith. So how do we kind of approach that so it doesn't, we don't turn it around, so to speak? So instead of saying, what if I fail? You could say, what if I grow? What if this leap of faith changes everything? So failure isn't just the opposite of success. It's just a path to success that we just don't know. And thankfully, in our business, we are doing mindset training that speaks to us, that reveals all of that to us. And you wonder, like, why did they tell us that in school? So we have to just, exercise our faith and just move past that, right? And then the other thing is procrastination, right? So why do we delay our decisions, right? Um, I don't think it's laziness, but it's just, it could be a mental overload, like fear again, emotional fear and avoidance. So why do we procrastinate? We fear that we're making the wrong choice, because like our online business, when we approach anyone about it, they're asking a million questions, just like we did, because we've never done this before. This is new. We're just used to our 9 to 5, and we feel very comfortable doing our 95, and that's what we feel safe with, right? We might feel overwhelmed, so we delay taking up any, just delay just acting on it. We're waiting for the perfect time, which just never exists, right? But successful people, they don't wait for motivation, they just create it, right? So that's the way you'd approach that. And then we're talking about uncertainty. The it paralyzes us, right? That is the fear of the unknown, right? So we as humans, they say, neuroscientists again say, we crave control, right? So we don't make decisions without guarantees. And that's, we always hear that. We get questions when we approach somebody again about the business, we can always hear that. But if you don't act, on something, nothing changes, right? And then
Right.
growth guarantees that you're learning, and you're learning even from failure, right? So you'd ask yourself in this situation, what if I fail? But you turn it around and you said, what if I never try? right? So I'm just going to wrap it up because I know we have a lot of folks here. So we have two paths. So we can just boil down to two paths. So one is that you're safe, you're comfortable, you know exactly where you are, and then the other is the unknown. You're uncomfortable, it's full of possibilities, but you just don't know. So the choice is up to a person. You know, fear is a part of the journey. Hesitation is normal, but growth happens when you take that leap. And that's my
Beautiful.
two cents.
Beautiful. Amazing, amazing topic. Huge information, a lot of information, compact, Miriam, this was beautiful. Give a round of applause for Miriam. Give a round of applause for Panda as well, guys. I forgot to give a round of applause for both of them. Yes. So the question for Panda's topic, entrepreneurship versus traditional jobs. What are the main benefits of starting your own business? Autonomy, creative freedom, and potential unlimited income balanced by higher risk and responsibility. Number two question is, why do people stay in traditional jobs despite dissatisfaction? Security, benefit, and fear of instability often outweighs the desire to take entrepreneurial risk. Guys, you need to change your mindset from that, right? For Miriam's question, why do people procrastinate big life decisions? She laid it all on the floor, guys. Fear of failure, overwhelmed, or perfectionism can delay action even when the status quo is uncomfortable. Number two, how can someone overcome decision paralysis? Break decisions into smaller steps, get clarity on values, and accept no choice is 100% risk free. So, those are your answers. So, for those who are watching right now, we are on a Jamaican vibe conversation here, right? So, majority of us are Jamaicans here, and these power packed women full of knowledge, full of information. So I'm hoping that you're listening and getting so much wisdom from all these ladies on this platform right now. So take notes, and whatever you have your lives, this is where you get your information from, guys. This is a power packed house right here, full of wisdom. Yes. Who is the next person? Let me see who's the next person. Uh, Time management and productivity. We did that.
That's that's me. That's Kaon.
Oh, you finished that, right? Investing stability.
No,
Not you.
no, I haven't done it yet.
Oh, you haven't done it yet. Go ahead, King.
No.
Oh my God, girl. Jeez. Go
Okay.
on.
So, so my topic is time management and productivity. How effective planning can create opportunities for financial success. All right, I'm gonna be telling you a little story right
Uh-huh.
here. So, I'm a mother and a chef. I one day, just planning, just a simple plan. I was so overwhelmed, tired. I worked a couple of hours while at work and was exhausted, and I was chasing my dream. I was trying to chase my dreams, but not having time. So one day I decided, when I have already started my online business, but I was all over the place. I'm telling you how I manage my time right here. And I was all over the place. I was so overwhelmed, and I realized that I wasn't planning effectively. So that day I took a small action and I planned. It transformed my life. I took 3 weeks with a routine. So 3 weeks with a routine. In 3 months, my side hustle. So I was already on my way with my side hustle. It's not been a year yet, but I'm going. It's almost. The key lesson here is planning. Remove chaos and create and bring. I'm sorry, I'm reading. Planning removes chaos All right, yes. You don't need more time. Just use Oh God, I'm sorry. You don't need more time, just better use of your time you have already. 5 minutes of planning daily can open doors to new opportunities. And here's a challenge. Every night, I spend 5 minutes and plan three things for my next day: one for my growth, one for my peace, and one for my dreams. I did this for 7 days and my life shift. Everything shift. Every single thing shift from that day. Let me tell you. I just want to say right here is uh, I am so sorry, guys.
You're
Okay.
fine.
The lesson.
You got this, girl.
I'm so sorry. I'm getting so nervous. But yes, the lesson. Planning is not about adding pressure, it's about removing chaos. It builds bridge between wishing and winning. It turns 24 hours of your time into tools. When you plan, focus on what matters. Cut out the noise. Create opportunities instead of waiting for them. So here is the challenge now. Tonight before bed, viewers and supporters, tonight before bed, take 5 minutes and write down three things: one for your growth, one for your peace, and for your dreams. And watch that. Because time management isn't about more time, it's about doing what's most purpose, with purpose. And when you plan with purpose, opportunities has no chance but to show up. Yes. So guys, I just want to say, just with a simple plan, it moves mountain. You know, you you might be sitting there and saying, oh, I'm so busy, I'm so overwhelmed, but I'm telling you that I did it, and if I can do it, you can do it too. It's all about planning and planning effectively, and put one step forward with growth, you know
Yeah.
so don't be afraid and say, oh, I don't have time because I have this and because I have that. That's all you need. 24 hours is a lot of time in a day. So if you can manage your planning, plan ahead, plan the day before, you will see that you have more time to reach your goals
Yeah.
and
Right.
to achieve them. Thank you. I hope I
Beautiful.
answered. I hope
Beautiful, beautiful. Very, very good. Interesting. I know I give you short notice to prepare. I know today's your son's birthday, so I'm sorry I took you away, but
it's
you did it.
okay.
You did it. Your message came through. And for me, you talk about planning. For me, I follow the CIC process.
Okay.
Every morning, I wake up with clarity.
Mhm.
I plan my day, right? And my I is I do it with intention.
Right.
And my other C is I do it consistently. So every
Yes.
day I have a routine, my CIC process. So here are the questions for this topic. Why do so many people struggle with time management? And the answer is poor planning, distractions, and lack of clear priorities make it hard to manage time effectively. Have you ever go on your phone and you said, okay, I'll just look at something, you end up looking at 3, 4 hours and you didn't realize it? That is distraction, right? The next question is, what are practical ways to improve productivity? Use techniques like time blocking, set daily goals, and prioritize high impact tasks first. And Kayan is doing a phenomenal job by creating her schedule, her structure, her plan every day. She planned every day, right? And in life, as human beings, we need to be structured. We need to have rules and regulation, and we need to plan our life. If not, we're living helter skelter all over the place with
Yeah.
no future in sight, right? We need to be
Hmm.
structured. And when you're structured and you're planned and you're organized, you see a difference. They said rich people, millionaires wake up making their bed. The first thing they do, they make their bed. And if you wake up in the morning and you make your bed, that tells me that you are going to be rich because you do the first thing you need to do in the morning, right? So we need to start making our beds, guys. All right. So I have my visitor friend. She's next, investing for stability. What's her name?
Okay, Elite.
Yes.
Yes, so my topic, investing for stability, and it's about breaking the cycle of paycheck, of living from paycheck to paycheck. So in Jamaica, um, people would define stability as being on a solid foundation. And so we'd say it. We have a solid foundation. The
Right.
reality of most of us is that we were not born with a solid foundation. We were not born into wealth. So we have to create that stability for ourselves,
Right.
right? The foundation is symbolic of stability. So if we were not born into wealth, it means we are going to have to create that. So if we just decide to get up and begin to do life without paying attention to the foundation, we are going to find ourselves in very deep trouble. And since we're having a Jamaican night, I'm going to chip in with some, well, at least one of those Jamaican proverb. And let me hear if you know this one.
Okay.
I heard my mother, she would say, March month, I gonna make you know if donkey crook are good.
Huh?
Yes, March month, I gonna make you know if donkey crook are good. So what does that mean?
Okay.
In March, in Jamaica and in those parts, in the tropics, it's usually dry. So old people, they would talk about the donkeys work the hardest because it's challenging. So it's
Yes.
just symbolic of difficult times. So if we do not create that kind of stability by investing in something that keeps working for us, then when those difficult times come around, then we are going to be reeling from the effects. That's what the reality is. So the goal isn't just about creating wealth either. It's about creating freedom. I would always tell people that, yeah, I have a job. But at the same time, what I don't have is freedom, first of all. I hate waking up to the alarm clock. So,
Me
what
too.
I'm doing is to put that foundation in place because I was not born into wealth, I was born into poverty. And a lot of us are rich pretenders. And because of that, we do not understand that we need to find out how to create wealth because we put things on the front. Living in the US, it's okay to get 6 credit cards, it's okay to get, and we appear like we're living the American dream. But that's exactly what it is. It's a dream, it's not real. So, what we need to do is to invest in something that's stable, find a way to create that foundation,
Yeah.
that firm foundation that sinks way down deep inside so that when those difficult times come, we are able to bounce back.
Yeah.
I was always told, don't borrow your first doctor bill. People will take it, tell you. And there are many persons who leave their country and come to the US. And the reality is that had it not been for credit cards, after 15, 20 years here, it would be a sad day in their lives. And some of you are watching on. We keep up that front because the credit cards are available. We
Yeah.
need to stop. We need to take stock. We need to understand what we're into. We need to begin to dig into that foundation, dig into that ground of your life. Just put the credit cards aside for a while and realize that you really don't have a foundation and you should be striving to develop that foundation. That's what we are putting out here to you tonight. Right?
Yeah.
So we're saying that for many people, financial stability feels like it's out of reach. You can stop, you can turn around. I heard the word pivot being used earlier. You can take that turn and change the course of your life. Yes, it doesn't matter how old or how young you are. you can begin that change. That's what we're introducing you to tonight. So it requires smart investment. If you're going to become stable, you need a foundation.
Yes.
Anything, any building without a foundation is not going to survive. And when I talk about the credit card age, it's like building trying to set up a second floor on a vacant lot. We don't have any foundation. A lot of us, we don't, if it wasn't for the credit card. So just understand that we need to get that foundation in for stability. And what does that look like? It looks like investing in something that's lasting, that's futuristic, that's stable, and that will allow you to begin to build wealth. Thank you.
Beautiful, beautiful. If you build a house and doesn't have any foundation, it's going to collapse, right?
Yes.
And that is why I always tell people, don't think linearly. Linearly, that's a word. If you never heard it, look it up. Don't think linearly. Think exponentially. Because when you think linearly, you're thinking 4 paychecks a month, 52 paychecks a year, right? You're thinking small. You're thinking mediocre. You got to think big. You got to think exponentially. You can invest, guys. I'm speaking to the Caribbean people right now. I know you Caribbean people, when you have your money, 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, you hold it in your hand so tight. You don't want to let it go. But if you have it in your hand and you close it tight, nothing is coming in, nothing is going out, right? You're not making any money off of that money. And soon your money, because of inflation in this country, your money doesn't have any value. So rather doing that and not gaining anything and making anything off of it, why not start investing? All of these women are telling you the same thing today. Invest, make a smart choice, think exponentially, invest half of it. If you don't want to invest the full thing, half of it. Do this business, right? Do a side hustle, something that will bring an income in, because multiple streams of income is the way to go. You cannot live on one paycheck. God forbid your husband got sick, you got fired, he got laid up. What's going to happen? The bills are not going to retire. Your bills are not going to retire. They're still there. They're waiting for you, right? So
Yep.
have a change of mindset. And that brings us to our final topic for tonight. And Carisha, take it away. Mindset. Give our previous speaker, I forgot to pronounce her name, Elise. Give her a round of applause, guys. Good message. Love it. Carisha, you want to present? Where's Carisha?
You're muted, Carisha.
Oh, sorry. So let's see. Share screen.
Yeah, you can share your screen.
Is it showing?
Nope.
No? Okay,
No.
so I guess I'll go without it then.
Okay.
Let me just get myself together. All right. So my topic is the power of mindsets and the shift perspective, and how shifting your perspective can change outcomes in life and money. But before I even get into all of that, first, this is my story. This is my wake-up call. You know, working as a teacher, I've been doing this for 7 years, and I'm always on time. Going to work, clocking in. I have a degree, not just a bachelor's. I have a master's in education, and living in New York, it was okay. Teachers get decent pay in New York. I decided to go to Florida, and I took a drastic. When I say drastic, I mean more than half my paycheck. So moving to Florida, I decided like, hey, this can't be it. I can't have every single thing. I can't be doing everything I'm supposed to be doing, but I'm still feeling the burnout. I'm barely getting by, and I actually felt like I was just living. I wasn't living, I was just surviving. That's how I
Surviving.
felt.
Yep.
And who wants to be surviving when you know you're putting in the work, when you're giving 100% every single day, but yet you're just surviving? And saying this is going to bring me to the whole topic of mindset. We talk
Right.
about making changes and making adjustments in our life because we want to do better, right? But when it comes to mindset, let's really ask ourselves, what is mindset? you know and mindset isn't just a positive thinking, right? It is the lens through which we see, I see, you see the world. Where do you see yourself? What do you see yourself accomplishing? And with that said, you decide, you make a decision of where you want to go, what do you want to do, and all that. So mindset isn't just a positive thinking, it is a lens through which we see the world. It decides what we believe in and what we believe is possible. And it's that quiet voice in the back of your head that tells you, do this or do that. Normally people would say we have the devil on one shoulder and we have God on one shoulder, or you will hear that little voice in your head telling you, no, don't do it. You hear one say, yeah, do it. So that is your mindset, and that is your mind talking to you and telling you what you need to do. So it's up to you to decide which which one do you want to take, left or right. All right. And then that takes me into the different types. So we have a fixed mindset and we have a growth mindset. So where do you see yourself? Do you see yourself stagnant? I mean, all my business partners here, they touched on a piece of everybody touched on a piece of somebody else's topic, right?
Yeah.
And I think
Yeah.
mindset covers the
Yours was
entire
all
thing.
over. Yeah, all their topics. Yeah.
It covers every single thing, because without this mindset, without a growth mindset, without a change in your mindset, you are going to be stagnant. And the last speaker, she talked about stability. If you don't have a growth mindset, you're going to be stagnant. You're not going to be able to build and to uplift yourself and to uplift those around you. So this is what it is. So some of us are raised in survival mode. And yes, let's talk about our Caribbean people, especially Jamaicans, because we can relate, right? A lot of us was born in poverty. We were raised a certain way. Just get a job, get a paycheck, be grateful. Thank God to have a job. That is how we were raised, and that's a fixed mindset, right? We grew up having this in our head, like, oh, all I need is a job. Yes, you do need a job. At the end of the day, do you want to be in that job for the rest of your life? Do you want to sit there and live hand to mouth? Do you wanna just work and get that paycheck and just be able to buy the same thing, eat the same food every Sunday? Because traditionally, back in Jamaica here, we eat rice and peas and brown stew chicken every single Sunday, and some carrot juice and some cabbage and things shred together. That is what we normally have every single Sunday, and that's a fixed mindset. Now, so those are the people who will stay stagnant forever, right? And then we have the other set of people who tell themselves like, wait, I know I can get a job. I know I'm grateful for the job. But do I want to stay here? No, there's more out there for me. For me personally, for example, I have my bachelor's degree in nutrition. I worked as a nutritionist before, but I told myself, I don't want to do this forever. I branched off into teaching. I had a bachelor's degree in nutrition. I tell myself, I don't want to have the same thing when I go to teaching. So I went and I got my master's degree. So I changed my mindset, because of that mindset, I am where I'm at today. Right. So you need to leave from that fixed mindset to a growth mindset. And with that growth mindset, you will see positive things happening into your life. Speak it into yourself and you will see things changing. The next part of my thing is, how would you see a shift because of that mindset that you have? How are you going to be able to see a shift in your life and your money? Well, let's talk about that. So how mindset affects money? The truth is, everything starts in your mind. Every single thing starts in your mind. So it's not just the things that you're doing now. Because remember, if you want to be rich or you want to have money, you have to keep telling yourself over and over, I want to be rich. I want to have $1,000. I want to have $10,000. And the fact that you keep telling yourself this over and over and over, this is something that you are going to accomplish because you have that mindset. You have that growth mindset. So the truth is, wealth starts in your mind. And before you ever make more money, you have to believe that you're capable of making that money, right? Many people say they want financial freedom, but they don't want to believe it is available to them. Again,
Right.
back to our Jamaican culture. Because we were raised in poverty, a lot of us sit and we say, oh, I want to get rich, I want to get rich. But what are you doing to get rich?
Going to get rich.
You
Yeah.
understand? So you have to get up and you have to leave that comfort zone that we're so accustomed to, and we have to branch out to see what is out there in the world. And again, people, whoever is watching, this is what we're trying to encourage you guys to do. Get up, take a look on the other side, see what is over there, right? People always say the grass is not greener, is not always greener on the other side, and some people say the grass is greener on the other side. It can work both ways. You can have you have the opportunity to go over on the other side to see what is over there, right? It's up to you. Again, go back to your growth mindset. It's up to you what you're going to do when you get over there. All right. And then, with all that I said before, you have to make a personal shift within yourself. Not just because Pat said, Carisha, we're going to have a live today, come on live and show up. Yes, I have to show up, but I have to make adjustments to my life before I was able to come here and live. Like Kayon, she it's her son's birthday and she made a shift in her personal life to show up today for us.
Yeah.
Right? So we have to make a personal shift. And for me, my personal shift came when I stopped asking, why is this so hard? You know, living paycheck to paycheck, why is it so hard? And I started asking, what do I need to do in order for me to stop living from paycheck to paycheck? And that is when I decided to get up out of my comfort zone and launch
Right.
myself into this beautiful online space. You know,
Yes.
and then I started to invest in myself, because if you don't invest in yourself, nobody will invest in you for you, right? Because you know what you want. Nobody else knows your dream or what you want or what you're thinking in your mind, because you're the only one and they're not going to know unless you tell them. So when people see you are changing, when people see you're evolving and things are happening for you, and when you get to that place where you're able to buy your nice house, your nice car, and dress differently, buy the food that you always wanted to eat, then they're going to wonder, maybe that's my time, that's my sign to step out and make my personal shift, right? And then seeking new ways to earn. Again, one of you guys mentioned it. What do you like to do? What are you good at? You know, use it to make that income. Use it just to help yourself stop living from paycheck to paycheck, right? And then the one decision that's a decision that will open doors for you in the future or for the rest of your life, right? We also have what is called a ripple effect, right? And this is basically when you shift your mindset from fixed mindset to growth mindset, right? And it is when you do this, it's not just gonna change in your income. You're not gonna just stop living from paycheck to paycheck. You're gonna see a change in relationship, the people who you associate yourself with, because you know, like-minded people like us right here, all 10 of us, we're like-minded because we're in the same space, we're sharing the same space
Right.
because one business that we're doing, and all of us are here because we want better, we want flexibility, we want opportunities, we want the freedom, freedom to do anything. I am in Jamaica and I'm on stream right now with you guys, and i
Yeah.
shouldn't I shouldn't just I should be able to take a vacation when I want to take a vacation, not just when school is out. I should have a 2-month break. I should be able to go on vacations and work from my vacation spot and have income coming in through this automated system. All right. So your ripple effect is when you shift your mindset and you don't just change your income, you change your legacy, because that's what we're building. Your kids will notice, your friends will notice, your peers will notice, and you stop normalizing struggle and start normalizing solutions. So because you were living paycheck to paycheck and because I am living paycheck to paycheck, I decided to change my whole lifestyle. So I found a solution to my problem. Right? And the takeaway that I want you guys or anyone who's listening to take away this is this: if you want a new outcome in life or money, you gotta start shifting what you believe is to what you believe is possible. Stop telling yourself you can, tell yourself you will. And the system may not change overnight because this system is not a get rich system. You're not gonna come into this business and feel like you're gonna make money the moment you sign up. No, you have to work for it. You have to put the work in, right? It is still work, but you have flexibility. You can do it on your own time. You don't have to sit there the 9 to 5 and do the work because someone you have to meet your target goal. No, this is yours. You do it when you want to, but you still have to put that time in. So the system may not change overnight, but your belief system can. That's where real freedom begins. When
Beautiful.
it starts to change, when you tell yourself that, hey, I am going to change and it will change. All right. And in a reflection, before you do anything, ask yourself, what beliefs are you keeping? What is keeping you stuck in the same position? What is preventing you from going over on the other side to see what is over there? Because we hear people, all of us, when we talk about our online business, our friends and family say, oh, that's a scam. My husband told me it's a scam. And I'm like, wait and see. You're gonna be surprised. You
Uh-huh.
know? And I know some of your guys' family said the same thing to you. My sister, I just told her last week, she said, "But no one here nothing, man. That a scam." You say, all right, and I signed her up and she started to watch it and she's like,
She
oh,
become a
man,
scammer. She become a scammer too.
them people are fake, man. Them people are fake. You say, okay, all right, it's okay. So you have to ask yourself those questions. What beliefs, what is keeping you back? What is keeping you stuck? And what is your why? What is your why? What stories are you going to tell other people, or what stories are you going to tell yourself, you know, that no longer serves you well? Right? And the most important thing, am I willing to rewrite them? Are you willing to rewrite your story like Panda? Her story was beautiful, and that was her story. But she's able to rewrite her story, right? How many of us are going to be able to do that? Because we can't do it again if we don't have that growth mindset. So we have to have that mindset ready, right? And in closing, I will say you don't need to have it all figured out. You just need to believe that there is more, right? And the belief is the first and most powerful step. And that is all I have for you today.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Carisha. That was awesome to wrap up this event tonight. I always tell people have an open mindset. Don't have a mindset like a closed parachute, right? A closed parachute, it'll kill you. Have an open mindset and it'll take you places. You'll enjoy the beautiful sceneries, right? So the question I have for the power of the mindset is how does mindset influence financial success? And the answer is a growth mindset fosters learning, resilience, and a willingness to take strategic risks that leads to wealth. She laid it all on the table, right? And can changing how you think really change your life? Yes. Reframing negative thoughts and embracing possibility can shift both behavior and outcomes. That was the answer. So, as a Christian, all this mindset thing, never heard about it before. Never heard the word mindset before until I get into this business. But for me as a Christian, I grew up learning that confession is possession. So what you say happens. And when I boil it all down, that is your mindset, right? What you
Yeah.
confess is happens. You think positive, you think big, you think beautiful things, it'll happen. I have a garden. I tell people this story all the time. I envision my garden every time I plant it. The squash will be hanging, the corales will be running on the porch, the boras will be there. I picture my garden before I didn't start it yet. The way I envision my garden, it comes the exact way I want it every year. So if you want to be rich, think big, envision big, confess big. Like we talk about the goal card, right? Write your card, have a piece of paper, write all the things you need to accomplish. Make sure you set a date, a time, a month, a year, put it on your refrigerator, read it every day. In a spiritual sense, God is a God of description. Whatever we want, we need to tell him. You want a car. He knows what you want already, but he is a God of description. He wants us to tell him what we want, what color, what model, what year, what everything we want on that car. Because if you tell God you want a car, he might give you a broken jalopy car, right? So you need to be specific. Words are powerful. Our lips are magnetic to powerful things. It could kill us or it could make us powerful, right? So whatever
Yep.
you say comes into fruition. So speak wise words, speak successful words, speak prosperous words. Don't say negative things because you are harming your own self by saying negative things. So for elite question, I forget her question. So investing for stability, in is investing only for wealthy people? Absolutely not, right? Not at all. Apps and platforms now allow anyone to start with small amounts and build over time. Right? We're all investors. We are all investors right here, right? And what are the risks and rewards of investing? Markets can be volatile, but smart long term investments tend to grow wealth and beat inflation. So, whatever you do it wisely. So, how are you guys feeling, guys?
Great.
Everybody feeling good? I know we went a little
Great,
long.
awesome.
Amazing.
So
Amazing.
if you have to say one, if you have to invite, I want one sentence from each of you inviting someone into this business, starting with Tanisha. Invite someone out there to join this business. One sentence.
Who you say, Tanisha or Carisha?
Tanisha.
Okay.
Okay. My one little sentence is you heard enough, so it's time for you to just go ahead and take action.
Yes. Shelly.
Okay, yes, Shelly here. As Tanisha said, you've heard enough. We have made a decision. We have made the decision. So you have to make the decision yourself. It's not a hold on and take thing. You have to make the decision yourself.
All right. Panda.
Just keep going and yes.
Keep going. All right. Good. How about Mel?
Okay, so guys, this business is real. Everybody that you're seeing on your screen is real. We took a chance and we invest in this online business. And we invest because we are looking for financial freedom, we are looking for time freedom, and we are looking to control our future finance and our future life. So don't just sit on your money. Find a way, like investing in this business, and have your money work for you and stop working so hard for your money. Invest,
All
invest,
right.
invest.
That's a whole paragraph, kiddo. All right. Christina.
Guys, I want to say delay is danger. Act now. Reach out to any one of us on the screen that you know and come and get your business started. You hear it from all of us. You know that we're real. We're here. We're telling you about this amazing business opportunity. Don't delay. Act now.
Elat.
The change that you seek, it starts with you.
Beautiful. Keon.
Don't let fear hold you back.
Awesome. Miriam.
It's the same like she just said. Don't let fear hold you back. Don't procrastinate. Don't let fear boss you around. Because you deserve better. Choose courage instead. Choose freedom.
Carisha.
Your children need this.
Very good. There you have it, guys. 9 awesome, intelligent, beautiful woman, right? You hear it. So if you want something better, something to leave for your children, this is your gig. This is your opportunity. Today is your day. Take action today. That's from me. So on behalf of myself and all the business partners out there, this is a thank you tribute to all of you on screen right now. A tribute to the phenomenal woman on screen who will grace Chat with Pat. Today, we stand in the presence of greatness, of wisdom, strength, and vision wrapped in the brilliance of extraordinary women. To each of you, Miriam, Elet, Keon, Karis, Melissa, Christina, Tanisha, Shelly, and Penda. Your insights have enriched us, your knowledge have empowered us, and your voices have echoed through this platform with purpose and power. Jamaican excellence runs deep, and today we have honored us with that legacy. Through your experiences, your expertise, and your unwavering commitment to growth, we are leaving this conversation stronger, wiser, and ready to take on the world. Your words are not just lessons, they are torches lighting the way for those who walk behind you. I am profoundly great to have had you grace chat with Pat with your presence today. This moment, this gathering of minds is a gift. Thank you for bringing your brilliance, your authenticity, and your wisdom to this space. May this be the beginning of many powerful conversations ahead. With deep respect and endless appreciation, thank you. Not forgetting our adopted Mel and Penda, who were so happy to join us in our Jamaican session. We all thank you humbly. And I myself, I turned Jamaican today. So thank you all so much. I really appreciate it. I always like to close my show by saying, if you look around and you find that there are no good human beings in the world, please be the first one to be kind, caring, and loving. And with that, somebody want to take a picture? Someone wants to take a picture. Everybody smile.
Yeah.
Everyone smile. Big smile. Big smile. Great. And guys, they all have their Jamaican shirts on. Good. Be safe. Good night and happy Monday night to everyone who is watching this show right now and who will be watching the replays. So thank you all for listening, and thank you, ladies. You were all phenomenal.
Okay.
Bye, everyone.